everybody, welcome. We are going to do a new project today using a board and base that's already been decorated on one side. The other side is blank. This is a reusable surface, so you can redo it over and over and over again. Let me quickly send this over to my VIP group. If you are not a designer and you would love to be in the VIP group, please comment VIP below and I will get you guys over there. All right, live demo. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this month is already almost over. It's pretty crazy. All right. Sometimes I can see comments when they pop on, sometimes I can't. So if you have a question, leave them in the comments below and I will answer as soon as I can. Okay, so we're going to get started. So what you're going to need, I will give you a cart link on all of the things we used here today. Whatever you have, if you already have a quick dry tool, if you already have squeegees, you already have paste, you can take them out of the cart. I just always ask that you round up with lots of love at checkout because it makes a huge difference. Let me quickly move this down so you guys can see what I am going to do. So we are going to do Be a Rainbow in the Clouds. Now our new transfers have our slug mark and it is silk screen. So you're going to want to cover that with placement tape. I will show you guys that in just a second. All of them are getting fixed. So the new ones will not have that. The ones that are already produced obviously already have that. So right here is the slug mark and it just tells you the information. If you're not going to get down that low, you don't have to worry about placement tape. But if you are going to be talking and maybe not pay attention, I'm still going to put some placement tape down just because I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. On the back of your packaging is all your care instructions, how to use it, how to do all of that and clean it. And let's get started. So we are going to fuzz this because this is a paste project and you always want to fuzz your projects when you're using paste. Now if you were using ink, you don't fuzz. All right. And if you have any questions, of course, please let me know. Our new transfers also are more see-through. The teal part is more see-through, so it's easier to line it up if you're going to do a pull and chalk method, which is amazing. All right. We are going to put this on here. Now, just a tip that our A size transfers fit on our board and bases perfectly fine, and still you can still see the transfer even if the base is on. So we are going to start. We are going to use Couture Teal, Peony, and Wisteria, and we're just going to do this kind of like a in spring colors. So we are going to use our multi-tool. We're going to use a mini squeegee and we're going to use some stir sticks because I think we're going to do hot mess method down here. We're going to do the rainbow up here. So as always, you want to use that placement tape on that slug line just as a reminder not to chalk there. It's a lot easier when you're using hot mess method, so you definitely don't want to do that. We are going to do this part first and then we will do the hot mess method next. So we're doing a couple different methods. We're going to do the pull and chalk method. You know what? We're going to use our detail tools instead because there's a smaller squeegee down here at the bottom. It's a little bit more easily controlled. So you just start just slightly off of that silk screen. Now, if you were afraid to get the color where you don't want it, of course, use the placement tape. I will put it in the cart link for you to use, but if you already have some, then you can always take it out. If you have washi tape will work also, but do not use painter's tape. Painter's tape will tear that silk screen and then your transfer will be done. And we don't want that to happen because these are reusable 8 to 12 times. Sometimes more depending on how well you take care of them, how quick you wash them after being used. And as we're doing these colors, they are going to dry pretty quickly in that silk screen. So I'm actually going to pull this up and I'll lay it back down. I'm going to push down where I'm going to chalk next. Now obviously you don't need all of these detail tools. I'm just doing this so it's faster, so we don't have to wash every one of them. You only need one. You don't need 3. So I will only put 1 in the cart. Like I said, the colors that I'm using are Peony, Wisteria, and Couture Teal. But you can choose whatever colors you want. You can take the colors that I've chosen out of the cartlink, add your own colors in. It is a lot easier to do that than to go in and try and figure out every product that I've used. Of course, if you have any questions, please reach out. I'll put the multi-tools over there. And as always, you want to stir your paste. It's just like paint. You definitely want to stir that. What I love about the detail tool is that it's so easy to use. That little squeegee at the bottom makes a huge difference. And it's also got the pointed top, which I'm actually going to show you guys how to use in just a second because I just noticed I had a bleed. All right, I'm going to pull that up real quick. We're going to dry that. See this bleed right here? I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll show it to you for a second. Show you how to clean that. Okay, we have a slight little bleed right here. So you're going to take the end of your detail tool, pull that piece off, and just kind of scrape away. Get all of that out of that spot. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to see. There it is. Now it's all fine. So that's where the detail tool comes into play. So now we're going to do the hot mess method, which is my favorite way to chalk. It's one of my favorite ways. I love that. And the ombre effect. So, okay, we're just going to push down where we're going to chalk. Because we've already done this part, I'm actually going to use some placement tape just to protect where I don't want the hot mess method to go back through. Our placement tape is reusable. You can pull it off and redo it if you want. I always just recycle mine, but you definitely can do that. So to do a hot mess method, you're just going to take like a stir stick and you're going to dip it into the colors. And these stir sticks are also reusable over and over and over, just a FYI. And then we're going to take this small squeegee. We're just going to go over top and fill in all of that. Now the more you go over it, the more muddled it's going to be, so I always just suggest just kind of go over it enough to get it through and then leave it. I'm going to pull that up. And there is the finished design. So you got all of the colors represented that you use. That's how you would do the hot mess method. If you wanted this one solid color, of course you would make it one solid color. And then, let me lift this up. Let's close up our paste so that it doesn't dry out. You always want to make sure you take care of your paste jars. Now, if you have a paste packet, the easiest way to do that would be just cut a little corner off and you pour a little bit out onto like a paste tray, and then you let that paste kind of dry so it seals that container back together. And there is our cute design. And then the other side is an older transfer, so you can change it out. That's what I love about our board and base, is you can do it vertically or horizontally. And I will put all of the products we used here today in the cart link. Of course, you can take out whatever you don't need or you don't want, change it out. Please just round up with lots of love at checkout, and you guys have a fabulous day. And I'll see you all here tomorrow for another awesome Couture design. All right, guys. Bye.